Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from Lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is electronics and communication engineering, scope and applications. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the expert of the day, Dr. Akhil Gupta, Associate Professor, School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, Lovely Professional University. With a PhD from Shri Mata Vaishno Devi University, he has published over 50 research papers in prestigious journals like IEEE Transition. Dr. Gupta is renowned for his groundbreaking research in 5G and 6G communication technologies and more. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Ms. Asha Rani, Assistant Professor and Coordinator, BTech, MTech ECE, PhD ECE, Department of Communication, Division of Admission, Lovely Professional University. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone, for any questions, you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the things to Dr. Akhil Gupta, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Dr. Akhil Gupta. Dr. Akhil, can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you, Dalvinder ma'am, for the introduction. So I'm just sharing my screen for the presentation. So should I start the presentation now?
Yes, your screen is visible. You can continue, Dr. Akhil Gupta.
Okay, welcome attendee. I'm Dr. Akhil Gupta from School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, Lovely Professional University. And I'm an associate professor. And today I want to give this webinar on electronics and communication engineering, scope and applications. So welcome to this world of electronics and communication engineering. So if we talk about electronics and communication engineering, there are two words. One is electronics and another is communication. But these two words are not limited. We can have multiple co-domains that we can work on. Like computer science is also related with it. If we talk about communication, computer science, as well as biomedical, these all fields are related to the electronics and communication. So we can focus on electronics and communication as a broad perspective. We can have multiple fields with which we can collaborate, or we can work on these particular problems of these particular fields with the help of electronics and communication engineering. These are some of the insights that we'll discuss later while in the presentation. We'll discuss these things in the presentation. Okay, so first I want to give you an insight about what is electronics and communication and what we are going to have in electronics and communication. So electronics and communication engineering is an interdisciplinary field that combines principles from both electrical engineering and communication systems. It encompasses designing, developing, testing, and maintaining electronic circuits and communication systems. Now, if we are able to see that we are dealing with a multidisciplinary field here. So if we talk about multidisciplinary field, it is multidisciplinary in all aspects, not only in the form of in the terms of electrical engineering and communication. It is also multidisciplinary with the computer science and biomedical engineering. So we can have multiple fields with which we can collaborate, or we can have combined research in that particular field. And also the applications. The applications of the electronics and communication is a very, very broad area. We can have so many applications. Right now, if we talk about Industry 4.0, and if we talk about the smart cities, everywhere the role of electronics and communication is a huge role. Now, if we talk about the importance of ECE in the modern society, so ECE has become a daily part of our daily lives. So like if we are right now, what we are using, if you see in the picture, we are having a person with a smartphone, computer, internet, and we can have a mic, we can have smart devices like printers, or smart fans, smart lights, so many smart doors, smart dustbins, all these things that are smart. Those things which are smart, these all smartness comes with the electronics and communication engineering. We are going to make these devices with the help of basics of electronics, and how these devices are going to be connected through the internet is with the help of communication. So electronics and communication both are running simultaneously so that we can have a sustainable society. So in the society even we can have so many applications we can work on. Like if we are having a driverless cars in the few coming years, if we are having you're buying a new car, in that an ADAS system is there. That ADAS system is also one of the biggest application of electronics and communication engineering. So from the basics, like basics of the transistors and that power these devices to complex networks that connect them, EC plays a crucial role in enabling the digital age. Since we are living in the digital age, so EC plays a very vital role in that. Now, beyond consumer electronics, EC is essential for consumer electronics means the devices that the consumer use, that we use. Okay, so apart from that, EC is playing an essential role for critical infrastructures, healthcare, transportation, and national security. Advancements in communication technologies like 5G and beyond are driven by EC research and development. 5G is basically fifth generation of communication. We can have a fifth generation of wireless communication and all these things that are related to it. We are going to cover that in the presentation. Since we are living in the 5G area, 5G era, and we are using 5G communication and moving towards the 6G. So I will definitely cover this part in the presentation. Where what is the role of 5G and 6G in the electronics and communication and in the society, and where we are going to use that all will be there in the this presentation. Now, in essence, EC is the backbone of modern technology, and its impact can be seen in almost every aspect of our lives. Wherever you see, whatever device you are going to see, all will be coming with the help of electronics and communication. Electronics is helping us in building the devices with the help of circuits, and communication is helping us in communicating through these particular devices. What are the things that we are sensing and how we are going to communicate that, how to send that information, that will be a part of EC, electronics and communication. So if we are opting for the electronics and communication engineering, if we are coming into this particular field, we are having a very vast area in which we can work on, and we can learn a lot from the electronics and communication engineering. Now, coming to the core areas of ECE. In the core areas of ECE, the first one will be the analog electronics. I will cover the few areas that are main core areas of the ECE, and I'll tell you that what are the things that we are going to use in it, or which are the things that are helping us in implementing the advanced circuits and the communication part. So if we talk about the analog electronics, the analog electronics deals with electronic circuits and handle continuous signals. These signals vary smoothly over time, like sound waves or voltage levels. These key components in analog electronics include transistors, amplifiers, filters, operational amplifiers. So these are the devices that are helping us in achieving the main role of analog electronics and for some part of electronics and communications. So if we talk about the transistors, they are basically the main fundamental building blocks of electronic circuits, and they are acting as a amplifier and switches. Now, what is an amplifier? Amplifier is basically that is increasing the electrical signal strength. So like if we'll say we are saying something on the microphone, and our sound that we want to reach to as many people as possible. So with for that, what we want to have, we can need an amplifier. And who is helping us in achieving that circuits, and who helps us in amplifying the signals? The analog electronics is helping us in amplifying the signals. And which component is helping us in? Transistors. So that's why the basic part of the electronics is analog electronics and the transistors that are helping us in implementing the amplification of the signals. The amplification requires in so many applications. Like if we talk about satellite communication, in satellite communication, we from the ground station in the earth, we have to send the data towards the satellite. So for that data transmission, we are no doubt we are having very high transmitted antennas, but with the help of that also we are not been able to reach the satellites. So for that we need amplifiers. Either the amplifiers will be there at the ground station, or amplifiers will be there in between the satellite and the Earth's ground station. The amplifiers will be there on the unmanned aerial vehicles, amplifiers in other satellites that are lower than the main satellites. So amplifiers play a very vital role. Next, we talk about the filters. So what is a filter? Filter will selectively pass or reject signals based on their frequency. Now we'll just put a small light on what is a filter.
Due to some technical glitch, maybe sir is joining in 2-3 minutes. So I would request to the admission nominee, Miss Asha Rani, to be on the screen. Over to you, Miss Asha Rani.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So let me.
Yes, Dr. Akhil is with us again. Sorry, ma'am.
It's okay, ma'am.
Can you please continue, Dr. Akhil Gupta?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I have left it here. I'll just show it. Okay. So
Yes,
these
sir,
are
you
the
can continue.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. So I am talking about the core areas of electronics and communication engineering. I have talked about the transistors. I have talked about the amplifiers. So amplifiers are helping us in increasing the strength of the signals, like the signals that are being sent on the satellites, the signals that are being sent through a normal communication, like frequency modulation or FM signals. Like if we are having an FM signal, we are having whole frequency band that is being divided into small frequency slots. Now, who is helping us in dividing in small frequency slots? These filters that are helping us in dividing the whole band of frequency into small frequency slots. Now, next one will be the operational amplifiers. So these are the versatile components used in various applications, including amplification, filtering, and signal conditioning. The signals that we are transmitting are reaching to the user, and but there are problems that are there in the transmission. There are sometimes the noise is there in the transmission, the signal is having a very low quality. So the operation amplifiers are helping us in amplification also, filtering the noise and improving the signal conditions. So just see that communication, that is a very big part or in your day-to-day life, all depends upon the electronics and communication, and mostly about the analog electronics, because the signal that we are transmitting is an analog signal. The thing that I'm speaking is also an analog signal. So how when we are speaking something or we are telling it on calling to somebody or we are saying something, we are sending that analog signal, and these signals are amplified, filtered, and conditioned for transmission using the operation amplifiers. Now, if you want to give you some examples of analog circuits, that is audio amplifiers, radio receivers, and analog sensors. The next field or the core area of ECE is digital electronics. So digital electronics focuses on the circuits, that handle discrete signals represented by binary digits, zeros and one. These circuits operate on Boolean logic and form the foundation of modern computers and digital systems. Key components include logic gates, building blocks that help perform the logical operations. Like if we talk about digital electronics, it's completely based on the digital signals. Like today, this is a digital era right now. In the digital era, we are going to send the signals in the form of zeros and ones, all the digital data. Why we are going to do that? Earlier, I'm talking about analog communication. Now I'm talking about digital. In digital, the data is secure. We can send the data with the help of binary digits. So nobody knows if somebody wants to track the data or want to just capture that data. They are not being able to decode what is being transmitted because it is being sent in the with the help of bytes 1 and 0. So these cannot be traced, or these cannot be decoded unless and until we know the code. So that's why digital electronics plays a very vital role in the part of the security as well as data transmission. The effect of the noise is also very less when we talk about digital electronics. So if we now next part of the digital electronics, or the key component of digital electronics, is the microprocessor. It is basically a brain of a computer capable of executing instructions. And if we modify that, after microprocessor, we can have a microcontroller, and after microcontroller, we are having now processors. Dual core processors, then we can have i3 processor, Core i5 processor, i7 processor, i9 processors. These are there. So it is improving day to day. Next part is digital signal processing. So we are manipulating the digital signals for video, audio, and image processing techniques. Why we require that? Because when we are transmitting the signal, suppose we are transmitting the audio signal and it is having a distortion. We have to modify the audio signals or adjust the audio signals so that the signal will be reached with the good quality. As well as when we are sending an image, the image should not be distorted because the main part that we are sending should not be corrupted. And that's digital signal processing helping us in achieving that. And what are the examples of digital circuits? Computers, microcontrollers, digital cameras, and digital communication systems. Now we have most of the part of the electronics and communication is divided into electronics and communication. And electronics, we have talked about analog electronics and digital electronics. Now for the communication perspective, we are going to have now 5G communication that is working on, and now we are merging towards the 6G communication. The communication system, like I already told you, dealing with the transmission information over a distance. These are the key modulation, demodulation, antennas, propagation, and examples and communication. Now, in the modulation, what is modulation? Modulation is basically if we are going to transmit a signal and it should reach to a larger distance. So we need to modulate that signal. And when we are receiving at the receiver, that signal need to be retracked from the carrier signal so that we can recover the signal. And antennas, there are a variety of antennas. We are improving the forms of antennas also, because whatever the component or whatever the device we are going to use today is coming with an antenna. Without antenna, nothing is possible. So for transmission as well as reception of the electromagnetic waves, we can have antennas. And these antennas are ranging from Yagiura, that is at your home, and reaching up to the satellite dish antenna. And now we are reaching up to the microstrip patch antenna. And we can have this PCB antennas also that are helping us in reducing the size of the antenna in our mobile phone and in our small cameras. The antenna should be very small so that it can reach to small devices, because in right now in this generation we are working with Internet of Things, and all the Internet of Things or the IoT devices are very small devices, and mostly we are going to incorporate the antennas in it. That's why we require very small antennas. So if we talk about communication, we are having a cellular communication, satellite communication, radio broadcasting, and internet. Now, if we check the figure in this presentation, we are having multiple applications of things. Like we can have space connectivity with the help of the communication. We can have autonomous vehicles, like with the driverless cars that are taking us to reach the destination with the map fitted into it, and the instructions are given to it that in which path you have to travel, and what are the places that you have to visit, and which person reach to a specific person want to reach to a specific location. In autonomous vehicles, they know it doesn't. It depends on when we talk about autonomous vehicles. When we talk about road conditions, in the road conditions there are multiple obstacles that are there. So multiple sensors are being deployed on the autonomous vehicles that are helping us in detecting the obstacles and taking a respective action accordingly. Next, if we talk about where the communication is helping us is in the smart infrastructure. Whatever the infrastructure we are building, we should be smart. All the things should be automated. We can have unmanned aerial vehicles also that are helping us in doing some of the tasks that are uh, that that will help us in restricting the wire problem, because UAV can reach to each and every location, and if we are doing to work with the help of UAVs, we can reach to each and every drastic locations. That can be a very good thing, so that the rest of the people those who are stuck in that locations can be solved. Next, we can have a holographic teleportation also. If I'm presenting somewhere in my class and I want that to presentation to be visible to some other sitting in some other country, then with the presence of a human like me, they can have a tele-immersion or the holographic teleportation. So that holographic image of me will be there, and they can see the presentation. Or we can see a doctor performing an operation, and or doctor or the junior doctor that is performing an operation. Alongside that doctor, we can have that holographic image of the senior doctor that is helping us in doing that, helping us the junior doctor to perform the operation. So communication is having a very broad perspective. We can use it in so many different applications. We can have this smart environments, remote healthcare, industrial automation, precision in agriculture. So we want that the industry 4.0, healthcare 4.0, the education 4.0, these all need to be possible only with the help of IoT, only with the help of the 5G and 6G communication and electronics. So electronics and communication is the backbone of the next generation of the next tech generation of this particular era. All the people are depending upon the electronics and communication engineering. That's why we call this generation as X.2. The next core area of EC is signal and systems. So whatever the signal that we are transmitting, these signals are in the form of the mathematics, and we can understand them, and we have to analyze the signals, and then we have to perform the signal analysis whether the signal is transmitted properly or not. We have to estimate the signal, and then we have to model the signal. We have to representing physical systems mathematically, and then control designing systems to achieve desired outputs. So first we have to analyze, when we are transmitted the signal, we have to analyze the signal first, then we have to model the system according to the signal that we needed, and then we have to control the desired outputs of the signal, and we can then decide what we are going to transmit. Then we can have applications like signal processing, control engineering, and communication systems. Now, these are the branches or the code areas that I have discussed, two of the electronics, two of the communication. Now, we'll talk about the emerging technologies in electronics and communication. First will be the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence and machine learning, robotics, virtual and augmented reality, and 5G and beyond. So, like I have already told you, the Internet of Things or the IoT is connecting devices for data exchange and control. Now, which data? With the sensors that are sensing the data that are being deployed in the IoT devices for our specific applications. So we are sensing the information through the sensors and sending that data through the IoT devices. And for that, we require a antenna. So that's why the role of EC comes in the IoT also. And it is an emerging field of EC. Now, if we decided, or if we are having sensors that are detecting the signals, what to do with that signals? Or what is the trend of that signal? So the information that we are collecting, we are storing that information, and we are making a database. This database is being trained with the help of machine learning, and then our devices are going to take their decisions on their own. That technology will be known as artificial intelligence. So with the help of artificial intelligence, we are going to, with the help of artificial intelligence and machine learning, we are going to achieve the real world problems to be solved. Okay, so artificial intelligence and machine learning are helping us in image processing, speech recognition, and automation. The next part, that is robotics. So we are going, next generation is all about robots. So we are going to build some robots for various applications. You might have seen some of the robots in their day-to-day life, but still it is a very budding field, and we are moving towards it with a very high pace. So in the robotics, we are going to have design and control of robots for various applications. The fourth one will be virtual and augmented reality. Now, immersive experiences and applications. Like if we talk about a new word, buzzing word that is there, that is digital twin. In a digital twin, we are living into a virtual environment. In that virtual environment, our proxy will be going there and performing the operations. So these all will be possible only with the help of virtual and augmented reality. So it is a very, like if we talk about social media, Facebook, you are uploading something on the social media. If we consider the social media will be a digital twin, we can have a separate society in it, and we have to perform some operations in it. That will be possible only with the help of communication. And this this all things, internet of things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, all will be combined and helping us in achieving that particular area. Now, all this will be possible only with the help of a very high data rate. If we talk about a very high data rate, we have to move towards the 5G and the beyond, or a 6G. So we should have a very high speed wireless communication and its implications. Now, if we talk about the 6G or the 5G, in that, if we talk about example, like we take an example of a driverless car. Okay, let's come to the driverless car in the further coming slides, and I'll explain that in detail. First, I'll talk about what are the key capabilities of the 5G. What is there in the 5G? So we can have or now we are having a peak data rate that is of 10 Gbps. The user experience data rate, it should be in larger data rate. Spectral efficiency should be 3 times like we are having in 4G. Spectral efficiency means how we are going to utilize the bandwidth or the spectrum that is being available to us. And if we are moving in a bullet train, or if we are moving in a normal vehicle, the distortion should not be there. So mobility should be high. The latency, that should be very, very low, like less than 1 millisecond. Because if we need a driverless car and we are working with a driverless car, if latency is there, then the device will not get stopped and accident can happen. That's why 5G is playing a very vital role in driverless cars also. Then we can have multiple devices. Like if we talk about IoT, Internet of Things, in Internet of Things, we can have multiple devices. These multiple devices or massive devices are going to be connected. We can have so many devices. So these devices are connected, they are communicating to each other. So when they are communicating, these devices are communicating to each other. We all the devices per kilometer square area are very huge, and we need to be incorporated or utilized properly so that we can have a very high data rate or less latency and high spectral efficiency. And we want that network energy efficiency should also be improved, because nowadays if we talk about this chat GPT, or we talk about all the data that is being stored requires energy. So we have, because energy is a scarce resource in this particular generation. So we have to save the energy also. So whenever we're talking about any advanced field, we have to talk about the energy efficiency also. And the area traffic capacity we have to deal with, because if there are so many devices, so many traffic will be there. So we have to manage the spectrum. We have to manage the traffic so that the call drop or the signal distortion will not happen. The right side picture I've already talked about. Now, one of the use case that I want to discuss is about the connected car technology evolution. How the connected car technology evolution has occurred. Like first we have seen the wired and the wireless for the RSU communication, like the signboards that are there on the roads. We are able to see that. After that, we are moving towards the cellular communication, the mobile communication. That is of 2G, 3G, and 4G cellular communication. Next, then we move towards the LTE, that is vehicle to vehicle or vehicle to devices communication, that is in the part of 4.5G. And the standard is 8.802.11p. And that is helping us in achieving the safety driving with the help of vehicle to vehicle communication. Then we can vehicle to peer communication for the driver assistance and for the partial automation. Now in the 5G, what is there? What will be there? Or it is the comfort driving. high automation and full automation. So if I want to give you an example of it, if we are able to see this feature that is there in advanced cars, that is ADAS. In ADAS, that is helping multi-level security system. That is helping us in detecting an obstacle and taking a respective action. Like if we are sitting in a car, we are not driving it. The cruise control is also available in the car so that it will be running on one particular speed and detecting the obstacle with the help of ADAS and changing the lane sensors. Also, we are moving in a very high tech uh, uh, zone of this car technology already. So 5G is helping us in achieving that because without communication, without signal quality, we are not going to achieve that. So that's why we are moving towards this generation with a very high speed. And who is helping us in surprise? It's electronics and communication that is helping us in achieving that. Now, if we talk about another application or the UK use case of this 5G is enabling ultra reliable, low latency communication for smart grid. Now, what is there in the smart grid? Smart grid is basically we are not only dependent upon the electricity to be generated with water. This we want that we want it generated with the help of air, sun, multiple things, solar panels. So we want that whatever the or whoever is generating the electricity, first they have to utilize their own work, own utilization, and then they have to move towards the sending that generated electricity to the grid, so that everyone will be will get affected with that. So what is the challenge is that if we are generating some electricity and we're sending that, how much energy is generated? Who is going to tell us? So smart IoT devices that are there, they are helping us in achieving that. We can send that information to the grid that this much energy we have generated and this much energy I want to send. So I have utilized that much energy, rest of the energy that I've generated, I want to send it to the grid. And that grid is helping us in circulating that energy to the desired users. So this, with the help of this, we are able to have guaranteed ultra low latency of less than 20 millisecond, deep coverage to each and every part of the community, and we can have multiple layers of the smart grid with the help of which we can achieve maximum insertion in each and every part of the society. Now, if we talk about, I have talked about digital twin earlier. Now, these are possible only with the help of IoT, big data, AI, and then innovation that is a digital twin. So, when we are working with the IoT, we are generating so huge amount of data. How to deal with data that is big data is helping us in achieving. And when we are dealing with that data, we have analyzed that data, and the action will be taken with the help of artificial intelligence. And when the action has been taken by the artificial intelligence, then we have created some innovative environment. And then that's the way where the innovation comes. So right now, if we talk about recently, when 2018 or 20, when Geo has came or Geo made it free, the data has been coming to the market with a very high speed. So we are having a very big data explosion. 44 zettabyte of data that has been only created in 2020, because that is the year in which this Geo and all these things are coming. Free kind of internet is coming. So there are multiple people. Earlier, there are very few people that are using the mobile phone. Now everyone is having a mobile phone with a multiple SIM in it. So there are 5 billion smartphones that are there in 2017, and now it is around 20 billion. And the connecting devices, earlier it is 50 billion. The data is of 2020, and now the devices are 100 billion. So the devices means connected devices like smart refrigerators, smart microwave oven, smart fans, smart lights, smart homes, smart cities, all these things that are combining to form a multiple big devices. And they are going to have, these devices are connected. So with the help of using the big data withdrawn from these connected devices, we can create a digital twin of the physical world with the help of these devices. And this AI analytics on digital twin is expected to drive optimization and automation of existing business processes, inventing new business models, solutions, and products. So who is going to do that? You are going to do that. Electronics and communication engineers are going to do that. So that's why a very huge scope of this particular field in the next generation, where we are going to have marketing, innovation to market, connected gaming, a micro payment, a smart grid, connected supply chain. We can have new work style, physical cybersecurity, and business processing outsourcing. So IoT is helping us in achieving these particular fields in a very good way. Now, if we'll talk about the applications of the EC, we can have an application of EC in timely communication, like mobile network, satellite communication, fiber optics, like I have already discussed. Then we can have this application of EC in computer hardware and software, like microprocessors, embedded systems, software development. Then we can have the application in consumer electronics like smartphones, televisions, audio systems, gaming consoles, automotive industry like ADAS that I have already discussed, electric vehicles, and what most important is aerospace and defense. That is in radar technology, navigation systems, and satellite communication. So see, the scope of ECE is there in a very huge and diverse fields. We can have jobs in these particular fields also. So that's why we are moving towards the next generation with the help of ECE only. Not only ECE, but the main part that is being covered is with the help of ECE. What are the career opportunities? Most of you are waiting for this particular presentation. So in career opportunities, where we are going to get the jobs. So diverse job roles are in various sectors like telecom, IT, electronics, automotive, healthcare, and multiple opportunities. Next, we can have research and development, like pushing the boundaries of the technology. Who is going to work on 6G? Who is going to work on the next part of the ADAS? Who is going to work on driverless technologies? You are the engineers who are going to work on it. You being an electronics and communication engineers are going to work on it. Then we can also have a startup. We can have an entrepreneurship. So we are going to have a tech venture on your own. Like if you're having a NVIDIA of India, they are helping us in achieving this smart applications that are dealing with the chat GPT or Gemini, or we can have this AI revolution that is helping us in making a more tech engineers to be an entrepreneur. So that is a very big field that in which you can move on. Then we can move in the higher education where we can have a teaching and research in our academia. So these are the multiple fields in which you can work and you can have a scope in electronics and communication. So these are the last challenges and the future trends. We should have address the challenges like cyber security, spectrum scarcity, and energy efficiency. Since we are moving towards the online era and we are moving towards the AI, the cyber security is a very big threat. So you being an engineer, you can also work on cyber security. You being an EC engineer, you can work on cyber security. You should have information about it. And then we can also move towards the quantum computing and bioelectronics. That is an we can say a collaborative field, or we can say it is an multifunctionality things, so that we can work on it. So EC people can work in these multiple fields. We can have collaboration with the mechanical, we can have collaboration with the civil, so that their problems will be addressed with the help of IoT and the 5G. So EC electronics and communication engineers are able to help each and every section of the society with their innovation. Thanks for the presentation. Thanks for this lecture. So I hope you have got something good from this particular lecture. I'll hand it over this to the admission coordinator, Ashran.
Thank you so much, Dr. Akhil Gupta. So now I would request to the admission nominee, Ms. Asha Rani, to be on the screen. Over to you, Ms. Asha Rani.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Akhil, can you please stop sharing your screen, that ma'am will able to share her screen also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let me share the screen first. My screen is visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Your screen is visible. You can continue.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let's first discuss about accreditation and approvals. If I'm talking about accreditations, LPU is NAC A++ accredited, and I'm feeling proud to share with you all that we got the highest score, that is 3.68 on the 4-point scale. And this is the highest score in first cycle of accreditation among all government and private universities. And this is also the highest score among all the state private universities of India. And we are also accredited from the Council for Business School and Programs, USA, that is for business programs. And if I'm talking about approvals, we are having approval from UGC for distance, regular as well as online programs. And we are also having approval from the National Council for Teacher Education for education programs. And whenever we are about to start any program, we ensure that all the accreditations and approvals to start that program we must have, and we have all that. And recently, we got NB accreditations for the 4 BTech programs, that is BTech CSE, BTech ECE, and BTech Mechanical Engineering and Civil Engineering as well. See, we are, as I discussed that all the approvals and accreditations required for to start a program, we always ensure that we should have. And similarly, we are having approval from Council of Architects for the architecture program. And we are also having approval from the Indian Association of Physiotherapy for BPT program, and similarly Bar Council of India for law programs. And recently, UGC has recognized LPU as Category 1 university with the grant of graded autonomy. And if I'm talking about memberships, we are the member of International Association of Universities, that is IAU, and we are also the member of Association of Indian University, that is AIU. And we are also the member of Institute of International Education, IIE. And also we are the member of Association of Commonwealth Universities, UK. Now let me share with you about rankings. We have been ranked as second in world university with the real impact, that is in industrial applications. And again, I'm feeling proud to share with you all that all top league universities like MIT, Harvard University, they all participated in this particular ranking, and we are ahead of them in industrial applications, that is ranked second. And if I'm talking about utter ranking of institutions on innovation achievement, we have been ranked as a third. See, everyone knows that LPU created history in Olympics 2020, and in this year also, our 24 students are participating in Paris Olympic 2024. And in 2020, that is previous Olympics, 12 out of 13 LPU students, they won Olympic medals. And we also achieved one more achievement, that is Maulana Abdul Kalam Sports Trophy, and we are the first runner-up. And I'm again feeling happy to share with you that we are the first ever private university to clinch this title since its inception in 1956. And it's the Sports Honor of India, awarded to the overall top performing universities in sports. And it is awarded by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India. And these are the glimpses of our students' performance in 19th Asian Games. And again, I'm feeling delighted to share with you that Neeraj Chopra, he became the first Indian to clinch this Lawson Diamond League with his best throw of 89.08 meter. And these are the glimpses of our students' achievement in sports. We are also doing wonders in the academics. We hosted 106th Indian Science Congress, and it was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. And here in this particular event, audience was not only from India, but international audience was also there. And he's a spiritual leader, Shri Dalai Lama ji. see all the renowned personalities in every field. They have visited our university. They visit our universities time to time. Two former presidents with our Chancellor, Honorable Chancellor Sir Shri Ashok Mittal ji. See, our students are doing wonder in the academics, also in the curricular, extra co-curricular activities also, because we believe, we provide all the facilities or you can say provisions required for their groom. So one such is LPU startup schools. You know, suppose if any student is having anything in their in his or her mind and he wants to go with that, we always help and guide, and we have always help financially also. And similarly, we had one startup school. This was inaugurated by Shri Arun Jaitley ji. The convocation, and the spiritual leader God Gopal Das ji, he guided the student to how to maintain the balance between physical health and mental health and education. Bollywood personalities also, they visit our university time to time. We always say that you name and we have them. MS Dhoni. See, again, one more achievement. We achieved Guinness World Record for the largest Bhangra team under one roof. See, if I'm talking about our infrastructure, we are also on the top infrastructure-wise also. See, we have 600-acre plus our campus, and this is the open auditorium. This is the auditorium with the seating capacity of 2,500. All the big events like webinars, seminars, conferences are being held here. See, fully equipped labs, fully furnished library. This is the uni mall. I mean, all the in your daily life, all the commodities, whatever you require, you can get from here. So our university is not only a campus; it's a city itself. The uni mall. This is the gymnasium. And we are not taking care of our student in, you can say, studies, or you can say sports, and we are also taking care of their health also. We have one hospital, uni hospital in our campus with 30-bed capacity, and staffed with medical officers and physiotherapists. Solar panel to generate electricity. See how our campus is looking. Lush green campus, and how it looks like. It's amazing in the dark also. As I had discussed that our students are participating in this Olympics also, and in previous Olympics also, they have created history because we provide all the facilities required for that. So badminton court, shooting range, then all-weather Olympics size swimming pool. So this is all about our university. So as Dr. Akhil had discussed that how ECE is important, electronics and communication is important in our daily life. And if you want to get enrolled in that, I'll tell you the process how to get enrolled in that. So it's my suggestion to you to come live with me on our website. So just wait. I'm taking to you to our website. So I hope my screen is visible.
Screen is visible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So if you want to get enrolled in this program, BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering, you have to visit our website, that is lpu.in, and you can click see whatever I had discussed about our infrastructure and accreditation ranking. You can get this information from our website also. So if I'm talking about admission in this particular program, you can click on admission, then the regular program after 12. Just wait. So here you can select engineering. After engineering, you can select ECE, Electronics and Communication. Here we are having BTech Electronics and Communication and BTech ECE with the international credit transfer also. So I'm selecting this BTech ECE. So as far as eligibility of this particular program is concerned, that is 60% aggregate marks in your 12th with the physics, mathematics, and English. With subject to qualifying LPU Nest or CUT or JEE Main. LPU Nest is the LPU National Eligibility and Scholarship Test being conducted by our university, and this can be exempted if you had the score in good score in CUT or 80 percentile or above in your JEE Main. So let me tell you about that. Okay, for placements are concerned in our university, highest package is 46.41 lakh and the average salary package is 12.91. So let me tell you now how to apply. See, whatever the ranking and approvals I had discussed, you can get from our website also, as Dr. Akhil had discussed that about digital electronics, satellite communication, embedded system. All this information you can get from our website. See, whatever subjects you are going to study in all these 4 years, you can get information from here also. So let me discuss that how to, okay, first fee and the scholarship. Our fee is 1,40,000 per semester. See, our fee depends upon the caliber of the student. Higher the caliber, lower will be the fee. So we are providing different scholarship based on the 12th also, and JEE percentile, CUET, and if you are you are scoring good marks in RLPUNS, even then you are getting good scholarship. So if you had appeared and clear our test LPU Nest and you are falling in the category 1 cutoff, or your percentage in your 12th 95 percentage or more, or if you are having the JEE percentile is more than or equal to 95, you are getting 42% of your program fee as scholarship. In that case, your scholarship will be 58,800 and your fee will become 81,200 per semester. Similarly, if you are falling in the category 2 cutoff or your percentage from 90 to 94.99 and JEE score is more than 90 or less than 95, then you are getting this much scholarship, 37% of your program fee. And this program fee will remain same throughout your degree, that is for 4 years. That's why I'm saying this fee is per semester. Similarly, for this cutoff for this third category, you are having a fee 95,200 per semester. So now let me discuss about how to get enrolled in this program. So when you are visiting our website, there is a apply now. You can click on that. After filling all the required credentials, you can register over there. And after registering or signing up, you can visit admission.lpu.in and you can after when signing up, the password will be sent to your mobile or your mail, and accordingly, you can log in with your credentials and you can select the program of your interest. And if I'm talking about BTech EC, you can select of that and you can take the admission. And last date to take the admission for this scholarship, that is 15th of August. After that, there will be a significant reduction in our scholarship also, and we are not sure about that. We are having seats left till that time or not. See, after signing up, oh, okay, if financial aid and other scholarships are concerned, as I told you, we are giving you the scholarship on the basis of 12th and JEE and CUT, and we are also offering the scholarship based on innovation, startup and entrepreneurship, and special scholarship for the toppers of education board, and the financial aid also for the need-based and to the persons for certain ability and with army background also. See, after signing up, you can go to next step, that is take admission. You can select your program. After filling all the information about your 10th and 12th, you can select in the drop-down list of your BTech ECE and you can take the admission. And if you have not, you can say, appeared in CUET or JEE, then you need to appear in RLPUNS and you can register for that also. This exam is being conducted in 2 modes, remotely proctored and you can say, test center based. So it is up to the student. So you can book the exam slot as per your convenient, and then you can appear and clear the test. So this is all about how to get enrolled in this program. And if you want to know about the curriculum, you can get the information from our website also. And if you want to get information on WhatsApp, there is a link. You can send a message on that, and our WhatsApp team will communicate with you. And if you want to get more information in detail, then you can click on this particular option, schedule a call. And whenever you are filling your contact number here, our team will call you. So this is all about, okay, let me discuss about for important dates also. As I told you, that last date of admission is the 15th of August. And if you want to appear in this particular LPUNS, you need to register for that 3 days before. Suppose you want to appear in you can say 7th of August. Then you need to, you can say, register for this exam till 4th of August, I mean 3 days before. And the result will be declared within 48 working hours. This is all about how to get in all this in program. If you have any query, you can ask me, please.
Thank you so much, Ms. Asha Rani. Can we take questions, Dr. Akhil Gupta and Ms. Asha Rani?
No, ma'am.
Dr. Akhil Gupta. Okay, ma'am. Someone is asking here, how are the placements done in LPU and what's the process?
Okay. See, we are having PEP classes, that is personality enhancement program, and these classes are conducted from the first semester itself. We have one test in the first semester. On the basis in the performance of that test, we are, you can say, finding or analyzing student that in which field they are interested, and accordingly we are guiding them. And in these classes, mock interviews are being conducted, then group discussions are being held, and analytical skills are also being improved for the students, and time to time tests are being taken, and in this way, so that we can prepare our students to appear in the interviews for their and internship also. You can say topmost organizations are visiting our university, and they are offering the internship to the students also, and the students are getting good placements. And I'm happy to share with you that in 23-24, highest package for EC student was 20 lakh, and average was 6 point something in that.
Thank you so much, Ms. Asha Rani. I hope the participant got their answer from our expert, Ma'am Asha. So can we take the next question, Dr. Akhil Gupta?
Sure.
Yes, Dr. Akhil, someone is asking here, what are the emerging technologies in electronics and communication engineering, and how are they shaping the future in industries such as healthcare and telecommunications?
Emerging technologies like IoT, 5G, 6G, these technologies are helping us in shaping the industry, healthcare, education, and the other fields also. Like if we talk about the industry automation, all the machinery, all the devices that are working on, where the fault is, how to cure the fault, when to cure the fault. So all these things are done with the help of Internet of Things. We can have sensors in every devices, in every field, like smart homes. We can have in smart industries, even in the education, not LPU also. We can have student attendance system automatic. We can have an automated system with the help of which we can improve the technology and the scenario by saving the time. So in these fields, we can have electronics and communication play a very vital role. Since we talk about the role of in the driverless cars also, the mechanical, those who are making the cars, but who is going to make the cars as smart cars that we are making? The electronics and communication engineers are making it. This is just a small example. We can have a very vast examples about it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Akhil Gupta. I hope all the participants got their answers from our expert. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.